there's an entire beauty universe in Korea that hasn't even entered the global chat yet. I feel like Korean woman who really knows the magic of we do it like once or twice a week. Now here's what's really interesting. The most dedicated Korean skincare enthusiasts are now committed to what we're calling. Here's what most people don't realize. There's an entire beauty universe in Korea that hasn't even entered the global chat yet. And I'm not just talking about product recommendations. No, I'm talking about rituals, tips, know-how, skills that keep Korean women looking effortlessly flawless beyond their 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s. Hey guys, it's Sue here, going back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Make sure to hit that subscribe button as I'm your best gal to help you navigate through this confusing, chaotic, yet fun world of beauty and skincare. Today, I'm breaking some unspoken rules and sharing with you guys some of these tips that Korean women keep in their inner circles, and I'm gonna break it to you guys into 4 different sections. First, 피부 tone or the skin's complexion. Second, 피부 결, texture. Third, 피부 굵고, which refers to the skin's contour. And last but not least, 피부 광, which refers to the skin glow. So without further ado, let's get this video started right away. The key to having really healthy looking skin is having an even complexion. So I'm not talking about having that bright looking skin. No, I'm talking about no redness, no hyperpigmentation, no discoloration, no blotchiness. So let's start out first with tackling that redness. I feel like Korean women really understand how important it is to control your skin's temperature and to protect it from any external damages. And I feel like that's one secret that's rarely discussed outside of Korea, controlling and lowering your skin's temperature, because if your skin's heated up, it's going to lead to more inflammation, more damages, and more aging, faster aging of your skin. This is something that I feel like a lot of Korean women, especially those who are really into skincare and looking after themselves, understand. And I'm talking about, CEOs of skincare brands that I've met, as well as celebrities. Just overall, there's this common understanding that we have to do a good job in cooling ourselves down for the skin. And there are a couple of techniques that Korean women use to lower the heat down, the temperature down, and one of them is using scalp essences or scalp sprays or scalp tonics. They have a lot of names for it, but basically I'm talking about these sprays that you directly put onto your scalp to help it calm and cool it down. Also, of course, we cannot not talk about calming and cooling ingredients such as medicated artemisia, Hyal. That's really going to do the extra job of cooling our skin down. Last but not least, I need to talk about modeling masks. I feel like modeling masks are so amazing at cooling your skin down without really aggravating or irritating it. And it's interesting because I feel like modeling masks are way popular in Korea compared to other countries, and I feel like it's one of our best kept secret for that instant luminosity, instant cooling, and instant calming, instant hydration. And what makes these masks special is how they transform from powder into these rubbery gels, and then you can just enclose all that skincare inside, trap it so that all the ingredients do last longer, all the hydration do stay put longer on your skin. Now, it is a bit of a hassle to use these modeling masks. I admit it can get a little annoying, but they get the job done. So I feel like Korean woman who really knows the magic of modeling masks. We do it like once or twice a week, once a week for me. I'll be honest, I'm a little bit lazy, but I cannot deny the magic of these modeling masks. So basically how you use these modeling masks is after you've done all your skincare, up until serum, I want to say, you put on this modeling mask, and then after like 20 minutes, you peel it off, and then you can enclose everything with a nice occlusive cream. And honestly, these modeling masks are as common as shampoos in these Olive Young beauty stores. So they're much more widely and commonly used now. Especially, you can see a lot of skincare brands releasing these one usage packets that come in a smaller packs, which make it really handy and easy to use. Another way that is as effective in achieving that even complexion is, of course, by applying SPF. Of course, by now I feel like the whole world is aware of how serious Koreans take their SPF game, but I don't think the rest of the world realizes just how comprehensive our approach is. For example, an actress, Korean actress named Lee Chang-ha, whom I adore, I'm a huge fan, she's gorgeous, elegant. She shared in one of her videos on her YouTube channel of how many bottles of SPF she took on her trip trip, going somewhere, and she was applying it all over her face, neck, hands, everywhere. And let me add on to that by saying in Korea, it's not just about the quantity, but also about the techniques, because we are going multi-layer, baby. So Korean women, we don't rely on just one product. We of course apply on a layer of SPF before our makeup, but we also have other SPF sunscreen products that are like sticks, sprays, cushions that help us reapply SPF throughout the day. And we also have specialized sunscreen products like the golf patches that we can apply on different parts of the body that really help protect our skin from the sun. And here I want to take the time to introduce to you guys to Dr.Ceuracle's SPF. Ta-da! As you guys know, I adore Dr.Ceuracle, especially this one right here. So Dr.Ceuracle is actually a dermatologist clinic-based skincare brand, meaning that they made a lot of their products for people to use after getting like a certain type of treatment, whatnot. So they're that gentle. So a lot of their products are dedicated to help you achieve a healthy skin, and they believe in gentle yet effective solutions, focusing the products on, of course, sunscreen, sun protection, cleansing, and hydration. And they actually have 8 different types of sunscreens based on tailored to all these different types of skin concerns. And so first I have, of course, the Hyal Reyouth Moist Sun. I honestly have lost count to how many bottles I've used of this. This is absolutely one of my favorite sun products. It is smooth and hydrating like an essence with 10 different weights of hyaluronic acid. So it's very, very hydrating. And it's basically a product that can also target kind of like well aging, slow aging, because it's that moistful. It's lightweight and has a serum-like texture and works perfectly under your makeup with no white cast. This is what I've been using nowadays consistently, and you can see immediately how that absorbs in. Second product I want to introduce to you, their latest baby. This is their Hydra Barrier Sunscreen. Now this sunscreen is OTC approved and has zinc oxide, 17% of it, and also infused with hyaluronic acid. Now this one was specifically made so that you could use it after getting any laser treatments, because your skin gets really red and irritated and sensitive right after. So this is perfect because it's that gentle. It does have a bit of white cast, so you want to take your time to blend it out. And it's dermatology tested with non-nanoparticles for safety coverage. And of course, in order to attain that even complexion, we have to talk about how to tackle the hyperpigmentations. Now in Korea, as you know, we are famous for lots of treatments, lots of lasers, and indeed there are tons of treatments out there to tackle the hyperpigmentations, including picotoning and V-beam. So picotoning is more widely known, commonly known, and it tackles the hyperpigmentations, dark spots, acne spots, and uneven skin tone. And it's known to be very gentle, so any skin type can get it with little downtime. V-beam is another type of laser treatment that you can get for the same concern. And it's actually one that I saw the celebrity Kang Min-kyung get it. She's kind of like the it girl for the Korean girls in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, I want to say. And she showed in her YouTube video that she had gotten it recently, and that it was a great one to not only target the sunspots, but also if you have redness and if you have very sensitive skin. So these treatments are worth checking out if that is your concern. Now the second component of having that youthful skin is smooth texture. When light reflects evenly across your skin, it bounces off evenly. It gives you the appearance of having that youthful skin regardless of whether you have fine lines or wrinkles. Now here's what's really interesting. The most dedicated Korean skincare enthusiasts are now committed to what we're calling aesthetic or spa grade skincare. That's right guys, and the modeling masks are the perfect examples of this. Did you guys know that actually modeling masks originated in France back in 1960s in a professional aesthetic setting? But what's remarkable is that Korea took this very niche professional thing and they made it into a mainstream product so that any household in Korea could use this. So like this in Korea, there's a connection between the professional spa treatments and home care. And Korean women are really serious about their skin, often go to these spas and get the facial massages and get their skin pampered. So most consult with their esthetician to discuss what are their concerns, their main targets, and they use products that are often used at these spa locations to get the best results. Because you know, after you get a nice spa facial massage, your skin just feels amazing, like billion, right? So everyone wants side effects, so they go invest in these aesthetic or spa grade skincare. And these products actually, they're not about, you know, looking luxurious or being expensive. No, not at all. As a matter of fact, these products are very, very targeted. They're results-driven formulations that really deliver what they're supposed to deliver. The third component of having that youthful appearance is having that volume, the facial volume in the places that we want them. So I'm talking about in our higher cheeks, in our forehead, and also in our lips. With that being said, fillers aren't as popular as they used to be in Korea. So before, in order to retain this volume and to fight the unwanted facial contours, a lot of Korean women used to get fillers on their forehead, their cheeks, and their chin even, to really retain that volume for that youthful look. However, because of the now well-known side effects of fillers, Korean women don't rely on them as much as anymore. However, what I've noticed, what a lot of my girlfriends were getting, is that they'll get fat from the other parts of their bodies, like their arms, their thighs, their butt, their belly, and they will place their own fat into these areas to add a little bit more volume to their face to give it a more softer, youthful look. Now, because this is your own fat, there's of course less side effects, and your body does absorb a bit of it, so you don't have to worry about it going haywire, the dangers, etc. Also, another thing that a lot of Korean women do to retain that volume is, of course, SPF, SPF, SPF. I feel like a lot of Korean women realize that in order to kind of battle with aging, you know, to slow age, to age well, you have to put on SPF. Third thing that a lot of Korean women do is that instead of retaining and trying to fill up the volume, what they're doing now is fighting so that they don't get the unwanted contours of their skin. Like I was saying, as your face sags, your face also loses the key point volume because it's kind of like it's dripping, it's sagging, right? So the bottom line is we can't really do anything to fill it up. So let's prevent it by holding it up. So that's why a lot of Korean girls, you know, from as early as their mid-20s, they're going to the derm's office and they're getting these preventative treatments for lifting. So we're talking about therapy, thermage, InMode. InMode and thermage or thermage are more, I guess, cheaper, less painful alternatives to therapy, which is very effective and very painful. So a lot of Korean girls are getting them. They're getting it for their double chin, their jowls, just lifting everything up so that they can at least retain the volume of their face in the most healthiest and least artificial way. The final component of that youthful skin is, of course, that coveted glow. We're talking about that luminosity, that radiance, that glazed skin look. And once again, Korean women are taking that multifaceted approach. We're not just talking about skincare, but we're talking about multiple ways of getting that glow. So first, let's talk about treatments, because I feel like one of the ways that Korean women really get that glow is by getting skin boosters. So what are these skin boosters? So unlike fillers that add volume or Botox that freeze the cells, the skin cells, skin boosters are a little bit different because they work on the cellular level by repairing damaged skin cells, and they actually induce our skin to produce more collagen, more elastin. So skin boosters like Reyouth basically are treatments that really help your skin get healthy on its own. And I had gotten Reyouth lately, and oh my gosh, it hurt like so much. I was crying by the end of the procedure, but oh my gosh, it was so painful. But it's one of the procedures that is very popular in Korea because it really gives you that glow from within. I'll definitely do another dedicated video reviewing all these treatments once I've gotten them, but oh my gosh, it hurts so much. Now, the results aren't dramatic or immediate. As a matter of fact, it's more of a subtle change, but I feel like that's exactly the point with these skin boosters. It's really about changing the fundamental structure of your skin so that it gets healthy on its own. And of course, for that skin luminosity, we cannot not talk about skincare, as the rest of the world knows how crazy Koreans are about their skincare routine. And once again, guys, we're taking that multi-dimensional approach, meaning that we just don't use one product for that hydration. No, we not only use diverse hydrating products to really tackle that hydration, but we do it in a specific sequence so that we can get the optimal absorption. And also, we're talking about using different ingredients that really enhances our skin barrier. So there's a lot of options out there, a lot of great ones that I personally adore and I think are worth investing investing your time and money, but definitely layering skincare really helps you achieve that skin's glow. Last but not least, of course, Koreans are dead serious about supplements as well to give your skin that glow. We're talking about foods, snacks, beverages rich in collagen, elastin, glutathione, and also hyaluronic acid. Lots of them. So once again, taking that 360 approach from intaking to applying to going to the derm's office. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I've talked about the most well-kept Korean woman's secrets when it comes to getting that youthful appearance by discussing it into 4 sections. I'm curious, which of these components do you struggle with the most? For me, I feel like it's the texture as well as the volume as I'm aging now. But anyways, let me know in the comments down below. I would love to know. But yes, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next. Ciao!